Yeah.
So I'm recording.
Alrighty. So, hey guys, Monkey Braid here. Welcome to our monthly podcast of wrestling with Joy as always.
As always. Hello.
We're recovering the WrestleMania 41 card, the pay-per-view card. And unfortunately here I have to do a little bit of pre-planning here because unfortunately there's no actual schedule for the nights.
Right. It's time of recording. It is the Tuesday before Mania, and we don't know the
Well,
order of the matches or what's going to be on night 1 or
it's
2.
it's it,
So
it's still like 2 weeks away. I didn't realize that it was that far away still. I thought it was be like the 12th. So right now it's the
I
8th.
really I thought because I was seeing online that it's WrestleMania this weekend.
That's what I thought too because apparently it's from what I've seen it was the Raw last night was quoted as the last Raw until WrestleMania.
Right, which would mean that it would be this weekend because
But from what I'm seeing online, it's placed as 19th to 20th. So I don't know unless
hang on. Hang on. Google, help me. Because I swore it was this weekend, WrestleMania 41. Yeah, it's
what.
Saturday and Sunday, April 19th and April 20th. Then
So why
why?
was that quoted as the last Raw until WrestleMania?
I don't know. That is extremely
That's the that's the reason why
dumb.
why we're doing this today, because
Yeah, because we thought it was this weekend. So if we're doing it
yeah,
like a whole
2
week in
weeks ahead.
advance,
This is weird.
very weird. I'm gonna actually look at our DMs real quick because you sent me the meet and greet in Vegas that they were doing.
Yeah. Sorry guys, this is weird.
Yeah, hang on. It's just we normally kind of basically know what we're doing,
Right.
and so the fact that
It's not too big of a deal if it is 1920. We can still work around it.
yeah, I mean we can still do it. It's fine. It's just
It's just a shock that it's like that far away still.
right when
It's like a
everyone was posting about it being WrestleMania weekend, and we seen. But so
so
anyway,
you ready to get you
yeah.
ready to get
What
started
are
on this
we
after
finally? Yeah,
after we clear the air here?
yeah, yeah. We've only been here 11 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So we already know who is going to main event night 1, night 2, so we'll leave those for the end.
Hmm.
Well, until the end of night 1. So, and the rest of these, I'm just going to just wing it.
All right.
We're just going to throw people in and do them. It doesn't really matter who night 1, night 2 is, really. So,
I mean, yeah, kind of. As long as the main events are where they're supposed to be, I guess it doesn't super duper matter.
right. So I'm just going to just throw them in how I feel like it.
All right.
So you ready to get started?
Yep.
All right. The first match is going to be for you, and I'll give you an easy one. We're gonna go AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. There you
AJ.
go. There's your match.
AJ. Like Karrion Cross was saying, if AJ wins, we all win. So AJ.
But then Logan Paul is a celebrity, so they would give him the win
Well,
because they
I
like
mean,
to
but
pander to his
but here's the thing.
podcast.
Here's the thing though. He is a celebrity that is actually employed by them, not like Beer Gut Bert, whatever his name is, Jelly Roll,
Bert
etc.
Kreischer, whoever the fuck
Yeah,
that
that
is.
guy. Yeah, I
I
have
never
no
heard of fucking
idea.
I never heard of that guy before last night. And I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Bert Kreischer.
I have no idea. Like I vaguely know the name in print, but I don't actually know who he is or why he is.
I haven't ever heard of him before. I don't really follow comedians.
Yeah, I know the name, but that's as far as it goes. But I thought Beer Gut Bert was kind of nice. Grayson, you can go ahead and use that if you want to. But
But
yeah,
people like Jelly Roll, who's there for one night, has moment.
yep. Well, and that's the thing, right? Is that the E has a habit of using celebrity as a one-off
To
kind of thing.
push himself. Yes.
Um,
Yeah, but even if Logan Paul is employed, he still has that podcast he has that can push people to WWE.
mhm,
That's why they gave him the U.S. championships. That way they could it could be a centerpiece on his fucking podcast.
right. Which I'm
You
very
know,
glad that they took that off of him after a while, and now is actually being with somebody who's competent, and actually from the business. But
yeah, like LA Knight. Thank God for LA Knight.
yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna just stick with AJ because I think that the aura of celebrity doesn't really fly with Logan Paul quite as well because he's like actually a wrestler now. He's not just a celeb. Like if it was Logan Paul and KSI versus AJ Styles and Karrion Cross, I might go with KSI because he's a guest and the guest is going to have to look good. But Logan Paul's not a guest anymore. He's actually, in
Fine.
the industry, unfortunately. So,
Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm going to go for Logan. I just don't see a way they're going just to give. It's a throwaway match. They're not just going to like if it was for a title, I would see AJ Styles winning, but it's a throwaway match. What harm is it going? What harm is it going? If since it's a throwaway match, WWE will see no harm in just giving Paul the win and further burying AJ Styles.
yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I just I can't. I can't go with Logan Paul. Even though
They're
his new finish, I forget what he called it. The
Pulverizer. I
yeah,
fucking love
the
that
pulverizer.
name.
It's a good name. It's a really good move. It kind of
I
reminds
hate
me
that I
of
like that name.
Ataxia or whatever it's called. It reminds me of that. So it's a really good move, right? And I
I don't
love the
even know
name.
how. I don't even know what the move is, but I love the name because it's so fucking clever. I hate that I had to
I
give
know.
Paul some fucking credit.
I know, yeah. Me too, but it is, they're nothing if not smart. So I will give them credit for that, but I'm still going to take AJ just because I can't I can't go with Paul. I can't.
Yeah, like I said, AJ is doing nothing right now, and carrying cross bench is going to hurt him like he has everybody else. So it's probably going to be the start of it.
Is there a cross curse too? That'd be funny.
Oh, everybody that he has talked to turned. So
That's funny. If there's actually a cross curse considering that the Joy Jinx is a thing. That's hilarious to me. I don't know why, but
yeah, I mean, the he talked to Xavier, New Day turned. He talked to Sammy, Kevin turned. He talked he talked to somebody else, they turned. You know?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just I'm still going to go on uh, for this match at least. You're in ring and on Logan's best day. He is not on AJ Styles level.
Oh, I know, but unfortunately, it's not up to their talent. It's up to whatever the paper says.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
So I'm going Paul. You're going for AJ. So that's our first split.
First matchup, first split. That's memories.
So for night one, I'm gonna put like 5 on the card, or I put 4 or 5 on the card for night one because it's uneven. So
Um,
what do you think? Little bit of interaction here with you.
I think I think that night 2 should be the heavy. So I would put
I see. What?
4.
All right. So that's our first. it's basically okay. So there's 11 matches. So 5 and 6 on so 5 on night one, 6 on night two. That's what you're saying.
Probably. I mean, unless they're heavy hitters, are going to be matches that actually take a while and don't get shortened from 10 minutes to 1. Or, I'm sorry, from 10 minutes to 30 seconds.
Theory.
Kind of.
All right, let's throw some championship matches in here. Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm just going for whatever I feel like at this point.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So the next match is going to be for the U.S. Championship with LA Knight defending against Jacob Fatu.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Jacob won a number one series match against Braun Strowman. I want to say Braun Breaker, but it's Braun Strowman.
Yeah, he wouldn't beat Braun Breaker, let's be real. Braun Breaker's on such a
Yeah,
tear right now. There is
there's no
no
way in
they
hell.
wouldn't even let those two get their hands on each other, let alone have one actually be a definitive victor. Both of them have to look strong.
But wait, I'm actually going to say Jacob on this one. I want to see him win the championship so bad because I feel like he'd be a beast with it.
Hmm.
And plus, he has a bloodline backing him up, so there is that too.
Yeah, I mean there was talks of Solo turning. So what I could see honestly is Jacob does take it off of LA Knight, unfortunately. Sorry, John. But
Mhm.
I could see Jacob winning it and then him and Solo feud over the title because Solo's not really had a title since NXT anyway. So I could see them feuding over it. That'd be
Yeah, the
fun.
only title he has so far is that it's a North American Championship.
Right, yeah. So I mean that would be a really fun feud. And I do think that well, Jacob is quite the beast. So I could see him winning.
Yeah, like like Jacob's up there with Braun Breaker in terms of badassery.
Braun
Kind of
Strowman.
Braun Breaker because that man can take a hit and keep going.
Right. Yeah,
Like
his
Braun, yeah, Braun, yeah, he has the wow factor, but in terms of just keeping on, Jacob can handle Braun Breaker too. Like he can be up there with Braun Breaker in that sense.
right. Yeah. I mean honestly, I would love to see those two fight just cuz I think it would be an all-out knockdown drag out
Well,
brawl
that that would be families.
for generations. Yeah, that would be fantastic. I kind of need to
That
see
match is
that.
it's like they're on different shows. Maybe if they do like a brand warfare again, that could happen because Braun's Intercontinental Champion, Jacob U.S. Champion.
Yeah. I mean, they would have to bring back bragging rights or make Survivor Series what it was always meant to be. They could do that, but
Survivor Series should never change the work. It should have been it should have been two separate shows.
I agree. 100%.
But we're both looking for Jacob here.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I love LA Knight and I think that his title run um was good and
I
kind
think
of
he did.
helped save things, but
I think he does deserve. I think he does deserve a shot, rubber the belt. But at the same time, Jacob Fatu, if he doesn't win, he's going to look really weak.
right now unless they have him lose without being beaten with like the outside interference or somebody costing him or something, then I could see that. I mean, honestly, having a clean finish is
A clean
rare
finish
with these guys.
is going to hurt Jacob's. Is going to hurt Jacob's aura.
Right. Yeah. If he takes a clean L, it's not going to look good for him. So I think he's either going to win in dominating fashion or is going to be a messy loss. Those are like the only two scenarios that I see this playing out as.
So for the next match, it's going to be for you.
Okay.
And where does he want to throw in this match? So Raquel Rodriguez versus whoever. We don't know who's going to be in the match at the time of this recording because all there's going to be is a gauntlet match. I'm assuming on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, it could be on the actual Raw before WrestleMania, for
The
all we
actual
know.
final Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who knows?
we just found out.
Yeah,
So from now to WrestleMania, there's going to be a gauntlet match going on, and whoever wins that match is going to face Liv Raquel for the tag titles.
right.
Who that's going to be, we have no idea. So we're just going to have a little brainstorm session here.
Yeah, I guess so. I you know
I
what's
don't even know
sad? I always don't even know who any teams
the
are.
division even is.
Yeah, exactly. Like the only team that I can even think of right now.
Is there even like a tournament bracket?
You would think that there would be, but considering they haven't like really gotten the gauntlet plugged or promoted, probably not. But the only tag team in that company that I can even think of right now is the Meta Girls, and there's no way.
I mean, people have said that the Kabuki Warriors will return, but Asuka's out with an injury.
Right. So I mean, unless they do Kairi Sane and Dakota Kai, but
Yeah, because EO already had the match. So
exactly. So like, I don't even know if Damage Control is still a thing. I mean,
they are.
Is Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark still a thing?
Yes, they are.
They could do it.
So
That'd be fine.
Piper and Chelsea can, but she's already U.S. champion, so I don't
Yeah.
see that unless they do Alba and
Right.
Piper.
Yeah. Piper would have to be with Alba. So I mean, the Secret Hervis could do it. That'd be fine. I don't.
But
I'm
there's
so
no really big name to challenge them. That's the problem.
right. I'm so far removed from the tag team division on Maine. I have
It's
no
just
clue.
so fucking watered down that there's no real point to keep it to really care about it.
Right. Well, and honestly, that proves like how important Fire and Dawn were, and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill were. Like without them, oh, you know what? No, Caden Carter and Katana Chance
Oh
should
yeah,
still be
they're
doing
they're
things.
saying.
Yeah, they're still a thing. They should be doing things. But like I haven't seen anything recently with the women's tag division like at all. So I have no clue. All I'm gonna say is whoever wins the gauntlet is gonna be losing to Liv Kel.
It's going to be
So
fed to fed to Judgment Day basically.
pretty much, yeah. Like I don't see Liv Morgan and Raquel losing. Um, I'm glad that they're gonna be on the card because honestly, Liv Morgan deserves a Mania match for the entire year that she's had, where she was basically carrying the division. But they're not gonna lose their titles to some random tag team that comes
Random,
up. Yeah, I mean, there's no build up
especially
either. That's what bothers me.
especially especially if it is Lash and Jakara, because what are they going to do? Have NXT girls win it on their first night?
Yeah, yeah, pulling up an NXT tag team to go to Mania and then winning. I don't see that happening.
I mean, even though NXT is kind of like a third brand at this point, it's like no longer a developmental.
Yeah, true, because they have Evolve and stuff that they have as their actual independent circuit
Yeah,
development program. So NXT is like more
yeah,
of a standalone.
they have they have evolved. They have LFG. You know,
Right. So they have their developmental programs now. So NXT really isn't, but like it's still I don't know,
so
it
NXT
still
kind
feels
of
different.
got upgraded to an actual third brand.
Right. Just without a lot of crossover.
Even though they do come in and out, like Grayson and Austin.
Mhm. True.
I think NXT is just more like a come and go type of thing. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it still feels like NXT is where you go when you have nothing left to do. Like they have
yeah.
no plan for you on main. So, I mean, we
Which
still need to roll you out and, have you earn a paycheck. So here, go down there.
which, hey, you know what? NXT does work. It helps your career. Hell, Baron Corbin had an amazing career in NXT, and then he got ruined when he got put back on the main.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dissing NXT. I actually like the show. It's the only show that I watch now because it's the only thing I have
Oh no,
access
you're
to.
not. I'm just
So,
saying, NXT helps revive careers
yeah, I agree.
until they go back on the main roster and get buried again.
Yeah, like I don't know if I would ever want to leave if I was on NXT. I wouldn't want to get called up.
Fortunately, I don't think that's in your power because Samoa
Yeah,
Joe didn't either, and he got called up.
right. Yeah, well, yeah, and then look what happened. It didn't go very well, and now he's not even in the company anymore. So, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take Liv because yes,
Yeah, we're to go for different days. Easier than just fucking throw that random team like, oh, I bet this team's gonna win it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I don't even know who's gonna actually be in the gauntlet match. So
yeah. I couldn't find a tournament for it, so they're
yeah,
just gonna throw one together and fuck it in one night, I guess.
I mean that it does feel that way. Because they have a
Instead
whole week and a half still, and they're just gonna kind of
instead
do
of
one
having
final
some
push.
build up to it.
Who wants to build things up? We have a three-way that we need to worry about. We can't build up the rest of the card. We have to create cinema. We can't be worried about this match.
Anything that's not the main event, or else we fucking haphazardly thrown together.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, so we got that match and that match out of the way. Fuck it, let's throw this match in too. I like it and I want to talk about it. So it's gonna be for me.
Yep.
Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun
Ooh.
Breaker defending against Penta, defend versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, this is honestly, I see a lot of things coming off of this match, so I'm curious to see what you think.
I'm kind of like fucking heavy on night one, but I don't give a fuck. It's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe because I think we should probably, now that we're doing it kind of on the heavy side, we should probably make sure that Jay and Gunther is in night one as well, because they're not going to be on the same show as the other title match. So,
Yeah, it's fine. The nights don't really matter.
okay.
So Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun, Penta, Finn, Dominic.
Mhm.
Braun.
Really?
It's better than Dominic.
I've been seeing now. Here's the thing. It could just be because I get so much live down posts on my feed, and I don't know why. Because guys, I haven't engaged or interacted with anything live down related, but it's
Listen,
flooding
listen.
my
Hold
feed.
up a second.
Yeah.
I do not want Dom beating Braun in any way.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he will. I don't think that he's going to beat Braun. I think he's going to beat
He'll-
Finn.
Yeah, but still, Braun losing his championship to Dominic Mysterio is going to be a hurt to him.
Well, I mean, kind of, but I think, like, honestly, I can see him getting promoted. Like, he's not going to take the loss. And that was why they put Finn in the match in the first place, because somebody has to take the L. So I think that Braun is not going to be involved in the decision at all. And then he's going to be elevated to major title contention afterwards.
And then poor Penta is going to be lost in the shuffle.
Well, no, Penta doesn't really need to be a solo competitor now that his brother's in. So they're going to be a tag team now
Phoenix is in SmackDown.
for now. But who's to say that they can't team up?
Brand split.
As if that matters anymore. Come on.
It doesn't.
It really
But
doesn't matter.
but there's
They can
but there's
move
still
one of them to another brand and no one would bat an eye. It's not going to matter.
Still trying to keep it alive here. Trying. And it's failing. That thing is fucking flatlining right now.
I mean, if you don't want to use the headset, it's fine.
Huh?
Oh, I thought I seen it, like, you went in and out, so I thought you were saying that your headset was flatlining.
No, I was talking about the brand split
Okay,
flatlining.
yeah. Yeah, you can cut that part out
They're,
too then, it's fine.
they're trying to keep it alive, but at the end of the day, it's fucking.
It doesn't matter. They had Punk, Rollins, and Reigns on both brands hyping up the three-way, so it does not matter
No,
where.
you spoiled the main event.
Oh, like, nobody knows. Come on. Everyone
It's
knows what the main event's gonna be. It's been announced for the last 3 weeks because that's the only thing the company cares about.
it's the
But
only.
anyway, um, for this match, I think I wanna go with Braun too because I think that he should win it.
I'm for. He
So
should. He should have a fucking rub of that belt. Not give it to fucking Dominic.
I personally, here's the thing. I personally would like Finn to win it.
Of course you would.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, he's been not doing a
Is
whole
that the,
lot for a while.
is that the only belt he needs to be a Grand Slam? No, he won for, has he? Yeah, he has.
Yeah. I Has he won the U.S. title? I don't think he's won that one.
He has, I think. I think he is a Grand Slam actually. Hold up, we got fucking.
Yeah, we need to Google Finn.
Yeah, he's a Grand Slam. He's already Grand Slam.
He has not had a good year though, so I would like for him to do that. I still personally see Judgment Day folding, and I think they're going to turn on him, and hopefully that brings the demon back because that was when he was the best for me. But
I just don't want to see Dominic with a championship after Braun fucking brought that shit back.
yeah, I know. I mean, he's been getting better. I will say he's improved a lot.
Yeah, but even if he doesn't beat Braun Breaker, he'll survive Braun Breaker, and that's still a hurt.
I don't know. I really just think that I think they're gonna pull the trigger. I think that they're gonna get him to get that title because he was added to the match after Liv
It's
got him
sad,
there.
which is sad, but oh well.
Yeah,
I'll live.
yeah. I think they're gonna pull the trigger, but for my own sanity, I am gonna go for Braun as well. Um,
Really?
yeah, really. I don't see them giving Finn the title as much as he would deserve it, and I can't go with Dom because I just can't.
You can go for Penta.
I see a different plan for Penta. So,
Yeah, like you said, now that they got Phoenix in, you know,
yeah, I don't see them having solo gold unless they want to do like a brother versus brother thing down the line. But
which we see how we seen how that went.
yeah, it didn't go well. So, no, I'm
So both
gonna,
saying Braun break. So both saying
yeah,
Braun
I'm
Breaker.
just gonna trust my heart here. I'm gonna let my heart lead me, and I'm gonna go with Braun.
All right, then fuck it, might as well.
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther versus Jey Uso. It's your turn.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And then we'll do the main event of night one. And then, time willing, we'll do night two.
Right.
You,
Man, I like Gunther a lot. Mm. I'm gonna go with Jay. After what happened to Jimmy and finally getting the serious Jay back, and he was in right hand man mode, I I think that they're finally. It's a little late, but they're finally building this match properly, and I think that Jay's gonna walk away with it.
really, you think so?
Hmm.
Here's the thing. everybody loved Jay when he was chasing.
Yep.
Now that you actually have a solid chance of winning it, nobody gives a fuck about him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seeing the community like turn on him as fast as they did. Now,
They
admittedly,
do that shit every time. They
yeah,
did that
they
shit
they
with
do.
Liv too. They did
Hmm.
that shit with everybody.
Yep.
They
They do.
love to see him chase, but they don't want to see him succeed. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know. The community is really weird. Like they're very finicky, where they'll push you to the heights, and then once you're about to achieve everything, they no longer want to support you through it, and it's just really, really bizarre to me.
It was so strange from the week before the Royal Rumble, seeing everybody go yeet yeet, and then after Rumble, everybody saying mid event Jey Uso. You know,
Yeah, I caught that. That was such a good sign, though. Admittedly, mid-event, which I mean,
it's just so.
the company's not helping though because they're not having main event Jey Uso main event after winning to main
The
event.
main event of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so they are putting him in the mid event. Like it's their fault. But like admittedly,
I mean, it's
I
not all
kind
their
of
fault though.
turned against him a
It's
little um because of the botched dive and the fact that Yeet I still find Yeet to be pretty cringe, admittedly. Um
it is, but at the end of the day, it's his thing.
well, and here's my problem with it. It's not so much that it's his thing because I get that it sells shirts and he's got the glasses with it on it, and I understand the whole thing. I
It
think
makes
that
them money.
it does, and that's why the E loves it, right? But for me, the fans are the problem because like Jay was having a very serious promo, where he popped off and he was going at Gunther hard. He was unloading. He was back to right hand man, fresh out the bloodline intensity. And
Yeah.
after every break in his speech that he was giving, the crowd would yeet the way that they
Mhm.
use what. And it was the most
Yeah.
infuriating thing because it detracted from the seriousness of the delivery and the messaging and all of that because the crowd would use yeet. Like, I can't take you
I
seriously if you're just going to yeet all over the place. Like,
I hate the whole what chance. It's
yeah,
so fucking annoying.
it is. And now they replaced what with yeet. And it detracted from what Jay and Gunther were doing, in my opinion. So I don't really blame Jay as much as I do the fans. And they're the ones who made it cringe.
Yeah, like I said, it's just so annoying to have it and hear him do a promo and every time he breathes, you you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That was exactly what happened with the promo. And it was just, it was kind of sad that they couldn't even let Jay do what Jay had to do.
Well, no, because the what chants are so funny. Just use it.
Yeah. I mean, they're fully ingrained in the culture at this point. So,
Honestly, that is the one thing I hate Stone Cold for is fucking making that what chance.
now what's stupid though is like, I get it was started to be annoying on purpose. That was kind of the whole thing. It's like yeah.
Yeah,
It was annoying on purpose. And then it just grew legs and it started being everywhere. Because fans will chant anything. They love to chant.
yeah,
So
but
I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna take Jay. Um I'm still a little salty at the 30-second match and the botch dive and the crossbody spear. But I think that he's well deserving of this run and this push and finally defeating Gunther. I think he's deserving of it. So
I'm going to split too. I'm going to say Gunther. I don't really see Jey Uso, at least not yet. I don't really see him as a world champion.
I think he's more than ready to carry that. I think that he's deserved it with everything that he's done. And
Yeah, but
I also know
yeah,
that
but looking at
Gunther has plans. So
looking at the guys who Gunther beat, it's hard to believe Jey Uso is going to be the man who defeats him.
I mean, wouldn't this be like match 3 for Jay against Gunther?
Well, yeah, but his whole his whole year so far. Like his whole 2024, he was in the ring with people who far outseed Jey Uso.
Yeah, I can
It
agree
may
with
not
that. But I think
it,
from
it may not have been for the world championship, but he was still in the ring with people far outclassed Jey Uso.
I will say this though. If we go back over his run, the Saturday night main event title match that he had against Jay, he knows that he got away with one. Jay should have had him beaten. And quite frankly, he did have him beaten in that match. So this is just another chance for Jay
Did
to.
he? Did he lose clean there, or what happened? I don't remember that match go to Saturday Night Main Event. I don't really care about
He
Saturday Night
uh
Main Event.
he won clean, but it was an incredibly close match. Jay took him to the limit more than I'd seen anybody else take him to the limit before. So Jay can do it. I mean, 100%. I think that man on man Gunther is, leaps and bounds better. Of course, I do think that he's the better wrestler, and the fact that we're pitting wrestling versus entertainment, I'm more inclined to lean towards wrestling. But I think in this case, I think Jay deserves it. Honestly, he came close to beating Gunther before. Then he won the Rumble, and then he chose to face Gunther again. And now it's just like a beating of your demons kind of thing. I think Gunther is a demon that Jay needs to overcome because he's tried to beat him twice in the past, and I think third time's the charm.
I mean, yeah, but it's like Gable and Intercontinental Championship. You're gonna take some L's, and sometimes you won't be able to bounce back from it.
I don't know, maybe. I just think that he deserves it, and I would be interested to see.
If it was anybody else, I would say yes, but I just don't see Gunther losing it to Jay. He probably will, but I just, it's not what I would do.
Right? Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not exactly like I don't think they were building this up properly from the get. To be fair, so I would have done it completely differently from the Rumble and beyond. But what do we know, right? We're just a couple of small time podcasters talking about the sport that we love. So,
Well, you even love it. You just fucking are here for a ride.
well, no, I still love the sport. Don't get me wrong. Just because I don't pay for TV to watch it doesn't mean that I don't still love the sport that it is. I've always loved the sport. I'm always going to be a fan of the sport. I just see the
You've
the bad.
been off and on for the past couple of years.
Well, I never stopped being a fan of the sport, though. I'm I stopped being a hardcore fan of the company for decisions that they've made, but I still love the sport. And seeing, honestly, somebody like Gunther coming back in and showing true wrestling prowess in the ring is one of the reasons I came back.
And then seeing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
It's the reason that I stayed. Let's be real. They're the reason I'm still here. They're the only people that I have my notifications turned on for that are not you and my local weather guy.
Oof.
Yeah, I have my local weather notifications. I have one NFL reporter for the Lions because I have to keep apprised of that. I have you, and then I have those two. Those are the only things I get notifications for. So
Twitter?
yeah, yeah, my Twitter notifs.
Crazy.
I know, but hey, it works. I got one last night. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, we disagree again.
It's fine. We're always going to disagree. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it's us.
So I'm just going to cap out night one with the main event now.
Okay.
So for the main event of night one, confirmed, is just me throwing shit in the air. Because it's the only thing they fucking talked about for the past month.
Yep.
It's going to be the triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
Uh huh.
This is going to be me.
Yes, it is.
You know what? I'm going to throw out what I've seen on Twitter. I'm going to say Seth.
Oh my god, I was right there with you. I want him to win so bad.
I think Seth is going to be the new Paul Heyman guy.
I want that. I want that to be the case. I want this to be the ultimate swerve.
With Paul Heyman not going with CM Punk, not going with Roman Reigns, but going with Seth Rollins.
Right, yeah, because, like, here's the thing. It's not like this would be the first time that Paul Heyman has turned on one of his guys during the match.
Yeah.
He's kind of made a habit of doing that. So,
Hell, Paul turned on both of these guys before.
yeah, exactly. So, having him agree to be in CM Punk's corner while Roman Reigns was in the ring, only to then help Rollins win at the actual event? I need to see that happen. That's gonna be hilarious. To have this entire build up and this entire who's the real Heyman guy and calling in of a favor and all this stuff. And then meanwhile, they're completely forgetting that Rollins is actually in the match too. It's so
And
funny.
plus, his promo he did on Paul Heyman last time was so good.
Yeah. Yeah,
I, wa-
I was a fan.
I watched that shit back twice because it was so good.
Mhm.
'Cause that,
Yeah.
that promo that was fucking amazing. It's probably up there with one of the best works.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I think Rollins gets kind of a not really the respect that he should for his mic work, but he's really good in the mic. I mean, everyone always talks about how great CM Punk is and mic drops and pipe bombs and all of that. Rollins is fine. You know, Rollins is right up there. And when he has like a pure hatred in his heart for somebody, is even better. So I hope that he wins. I really do.
Yeah, as long as CM Punk loses, to be all right.
Right. And honestly, I see that being exactly how it goes down. I don't think that Reigns is even going to be involved in the decision. I
Well,
think
no,
that he's been away for so
because
long.
because Paul is going to screw Punk over.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. And what's kind of funny, if you think about it, going back over the past couple of weeks that they've been hyping this matchup, Rollins and Heyman have been doing things a lot more often together. Like Heyman was waiting in the parking lot, the drive up area in the arena, and he thought that it was Reigns coming in, but it was actually Rollins. And Rollins was like, "Oh, you were waiting for the other Shield guy, right?" So like they've been interacting more than I would have expected, all things considered.
Yeah, this could be Seth's full-on heel turn. Because right now, I think he's a twinner.
I mean, probably. I don't really know what I would classify him as because it's either you either like him or you don't. There's not really like
He's kind of like a
a
tweener
clear
because
definitive.
as long as he's not with Punk, he's seems to be like the good guy.
Right, but then Punk just gets his blood boiling. I can relate. Like sometimes you're just
Yeah,
around somebody that just sets you off, and
yeah.
your your good vibes that you have just go out the window.
I mean, we all have people like that in our lives
We
that
do.
just set you off. So,
Yeah, yeah. You could be the most docile, polite person ever, but that person walks in the room, the gloves are off. So I get it.
and Seth is Punk is like that to Seth,
Right,
which
exactly.
understandably
Yeah, I get it. 100%.
I
So
would too.
I think I'm going to agree with you on this main event, and I'm going to take Seth out of hope because I would love to see that happen.
All right, and our next match is going to be Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, whoever the hell that is.
Right, yeah, exactly. Um, famed luchador, Gulf of
So who
America.
did you know who
Wonderful.
went last time?
Do I know what? Hang on, let me close out of the game so I can actually hear you properly.
Did you know who went last time?
No, I don't. I can
Just
probably
okay, you
go.
go first then.
Okay,
Or you
sure, I'll take it
you
first.
you just go first.
Sure. Um,
So this is a new day, by the way. We're just
Yeah, yeah, this
on
is like, 2 or 3 days later, um,
yeah. So
in real
we took a
time,
break.
so we did.
Although
Okay,
if,
so
with me like topping it up potentially, it's gonna look really fucking weird. But oh well.
yeah, I still
Um,
don't think you should chop it. We should just go with the conversation as it is, but it's fine. So when we started doing the project, we didn't know the layout or the match,
yeah. Or
formatting or anything like that.
match the what's on what night basically.
Right, yeah, and then some of these matches weren't even there when we first started, so yeah, we're
It's
just kind
been
of gonna wing it.
it's been a whole hell of a handbasket. So we just
It
was like fuck
has,
it.
it has. Us being prepared, never. But okay,
Yeah.
so Ray versus El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
I probably think that they're gonna have the new guy win it just because they like to do that kind of thing, and he's been on a bit of a roll.
Hey, it's
So
2-0.
yeah, exactly. And who better to beat as your claim to be the greatest luchador
And
than
by beating the
the
Reyes Luchador.
luchador? Yeah, exactly. So I think Ray is gonna drop to um, a Mr. Americano,
What do you call
and
me? No. It's so weird having talk about Ray, not with me.
yeah, I know we haven't had to talk about Rey Mysterio in a while. Like he hasn't been doing much. So
That's why John keeps calling me Rey for Ray instead of Ray. It's
well, not
hilarious.
not only that, but he works with somebody whose name is Rey. So it's just like
Oh,
defaults to that spelling. So
it's just funny when John called me Ray like Rey. It's funny.
yeah, exactly.
I I assumed it was just because like he knows of Rey Mysterio or whatever, and he knows I'm a wrestling fan, so he just puts two and two together. But I didn't know that he has somebody that has that name too.
Yeah, yeah, he has a array of his own. So
Now he has
it's
two
interesting.
Rays.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's got two, and at least one can be distinguished by the A rather
Yeah,
than the O.
we got Ray with the E, Ray with the A.
Right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take Americano over Mysterio, as much as it
Same.
hurts me to.
Ray's got to push a new guy over.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I kind of wish Chad Gable was on this card. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, me too. He definitely deserves it. He's a really good in-ring competitor, and I was hoping he'd be here, but
I wonder if
it's
Grande
okay.
will become Intercontinental Champion.
I don't know, but what I really want to see though is how Grande would handle a technical wrestler like Chad Gable. So I would love to see them actually face off one day. I think that'd be fun.
Maybe. Although he would have to like get up in there because he's still green. He doesn't really have the experience Chad Gable does.
True, but he does have the lineage. Like he's got so much history being outside wrestling all over the world. So he's definitely no slouch in the ring. So I think it'll be fun.
It's so hard to keep fucking sarcasm up.
Oh, he's totally good. It's fine. A legacy, luchador legacy. Fine.
All right, so drop that sarcasm here. Both going for Grande. So
Yeah, yeah,
moving on.
definitely. Yep.
Totally not anybody else under that mask. Anyway, um, I guess next match is going to be Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. And for me, and well, both of these can go evenly here.
Yeah, honestly, I can see either option
I'm
being
gonna, I'm trying to put to you by the way because I keep hearing the harmonica from the PS5 is just annoying me, so I'm gonna turn it off fast.
okay.
And we're gonna go with Drew. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I almost want to split with you,
Like
just
it's kind of
because
50-50.
Yeah, exactly. I could see either of them winning, to be fair. I just I don't know, I think that H kinda likes Priest, and I'm feeling see, here's the thing, I haven't been watching pretty much anything, um, outside of NXT lately, so I don't know what's really going on. So I don't know, like, who has
Although
momentum
now
going in
now
or
since
anything like
you
that.
since you watch NXT, we should do NXT predictions sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, we can definitely, try to rope that
When's
in.
the when's the next NXT show? I'm curious.
Stand and Deliver, which is
The same day.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's the same day as Mania.
So fuck it. Eventually, or if you want to later on, we could do the NFT petitions too. It's not ready yet because it's still like half the cards to be determined. But
Yeah, exactly. Like, I still don't know who Ricky is gonna defend his title against. I thought it was gonna be Ethan
right.
Page, but then they had this whole melee thing, so which was really fun. But
But now since you watch NXT on a almost weekly basis,
yeah, pretty much
I
every
think
week, I at least catch some of it.
we can probably rope some in some NXT shows.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially on, the months where there's, like, a
There's nothing.
lull in the main cards, so, yeah, I don't mind talking NXT. I actually know some people there, I like some people that are there, so, sure, I don't mind it.
Yeah, like you got Stacks you like, you got Ricky you
I
like, you got Ethan you like.
yeah, Stax is gonna make me sad. I just I knew it, like, as soon as I started liking him and then he started looking like he was gonna turn, I'm like,
You're
"Dang it."
cursed.
I am, every single time. I gotta stop liking people, but it's really hard not
You
to.
you just gotta you just gotta hide your attraction, people.
It's hard, though. It's really hard to do. Anyway, I think I'll go with
Back
Priest. I'll
back
just
to WrestleMania though.
yeah, back to this thing and away from my curse attraction. I think I'm gonna go, for Priest just because you're taking Drew, and I can see either
But
one working
you know,
out.
like I said, as soon as you said AST, it just sparked me like, hey, we can do those now. But yeah, back to the show.
Yeah, yeah, back to the show. I'm gonna take Priest because you went with Drew.
Oh, so you're gonna go with the split.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I could see it going either way. We may as
Yeah,
well
me
just
too.
cover our bases.
But
So,
but we had to pick somebody. So
exactly. So, I'll just pick the one that I think H likes more, and we'll go from there.
mm. All right, the next match is gonna be Jade Cargill versus Naomi, and it's you.
Ooh, this one's hard actually, because this is another one I could see
It
going
is.
either way. Yeah, it is. Like, I could see
I was
Naomi having a
to-
heel run, or I could
I
see
was
Jade
totally
getting
on to one of
complete
them,
revenge. Well, no, I mean, I
but
could see either way. To be fair, I could see either Naomi goes on some kind of massive heel run like people want her to, or Jade just gets the ultimate revenge. And I think I got to go with Jade on that one.
I'm going Jade too. I don't see Naomi beating Jade unless
I think
like
she, I
Bianca
think she
like
can.
turns on Jade and goes with Naomi, which I don't see happening
Uh,
either.
no, no, Bianca's gonna be busy enough. I don't see that happening. Now, what I do
Well, I
see
mean, she's in the match.
happening,
I forgot she's in
right?
the match.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoiler alert.
That's one of the matches later. One of the things that I was hearing was that they were gonna have like a 3-person feud kind of thing, after Mania, where Bianca was gonna have to choose between the 2, um, which is gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting to see how she does. But for the match itself, I'm gonna take Jade.
I mean, since fucking there is a fucking raccoon or something in my fucking roof. I need to fucking fix that later. I just keep hearing the claw marks
Yeah,
in my
that's
in
not
my
good.
attic. Be fine. Anyway, I just heard claw marks.
No, you're good.
Anyway, Bianca's gonna have an easy test because like Naomi just basically called her a bitch on SmackDown. So
Right, but I mean, but she teamed with her for a very long time. They're still really close. Like, I think, it is still gonna be difficult for her to choose because Jade wasn't there for so long, and she could have called her too, you know?
yeah, but I don't know. It's a weird thing.
You call me a B all the time, and we're still friends. So, like, I don't think just
Because
using that as an
because it
example.
wasn't because you know that we're just fucking around. Quietness. I don't like that. Hey, Joy. All right, so Joy is out right now, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it in or not. But the next match is going to, well, first of all, we're both going for Jade here, so just gonna be solo for a little bit. Both go for Jade. Next match is going to be for the Raw Tag Team Championships, World Tag Team Championships, whatever you want to call it. The World Tag Team Championship match between Eric and Ivar and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. And since Joy isn't here right now, I guess I'm going to just say what I think to you guys. And when she comes back, I'll just reiterate her. So, as she was saying, the New Day is on a heel run right now. So, I can definitely see the New Day capturing the tag title, or yeah, capturing the tag titles. Especially since they're like one of the greatest teams in the Fed right now. So I could definitely see him going on a massive heel run. So I'm going to go for the New Day, and we're going to cut it until Joy's back.
Yeah, I'm back. I was letting you finish. Dino
Okay.
threw a conniption fit, and I don't know why.
I don't know
So
how much you heard of my affiliation, but I'm going for New Day just because, like you
yeah, I
said,
was. Yeah,
the heel
I
run and
had
everything.
right. I had my headphones on the whole time while I was over there dealing with him, so I heard everything you were saying.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't know if he was like actually away, so
yeah, no problem. I had to
I
mute
just
from the top of the
I just
mic.
went I went solo for a little bit.
Yeah, I know, which is good. Um, I don't know why he freaked out the way that he did, but I had to go and take care of him.
But now that you're back, you can do your part now.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and agree with you on New Day, just because I do think that having a new champion right now does make sense, especially for a title that's not really that hotly contested right now, from what I remember seeing anyway. So
I
I'll
mean,
agree with you.
and like I said, for like your Naomi thing, they're going on a hero right now, a hero run right now. So giving the tag titles would probably benefit them.
Yeah, I agree.
And plus, they're one of the best tag teams. So
They are. Yeah, historically speaking, they definitely are.
they're one of the longest they're one of the longest tenure tag teams in WWE too. So that's fun.
Yeah.
As long as you like discount that they kick ease their career. But what are you doing, Cat?
Wow, this is a great day to be recording. Claw marks on the roof, cats, harmonicas playing from the PlayStation 5's, birds going crazy, encoding overloads on OBS, my mic being peaking.
This is a good
It's
day.
it's a Charlie Foxtrot.
Everything's going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll keep
Anyway,
pressing through.
we're going for a new day.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So all we got left is what?
The
The title
two
matches.
women's and yeah, just the titles.
All right, so I guess we can go for this match now. It's going to be your next. I went first. I went solo, so it's your turn next.
Okay.
And it's going to be for the WWE Women's Championship with Tiffy defending against Charlotte.
I want Tiffy to win. I really do.
I do too, but
I
you
think
know, a Flair is his match, so
I know, but like it just that promo that they did where
I didn't
Tiffy
even see the promo, but I heard it was like dog shit.
it was well, no, here's the thing. They went after each other. and it showed Flair's like weaknesses. She got rattled by the crowd. She got rattled by what Tiffany was saying
Well, yeah, because
and
didn't
went
she like
off the
mention that
rails.
Andrea's divorced with her?
Yeah. Well, not only that, but she said that Flair is 0-3 outside the ring in
Yeah,
her relationships, which
I
was
I
so
I
good.
like that.
I wish that someone would just go after the family as a whole and just say that the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree now, does it? Because they both have pitiful divorce records. So I think that would be something that you could easily use as ammunition. And then the fact that all Blair had as a retort was saying that Kaiser was in her DMs, which Kaiser said, "Don't flatter yourself, honey." And then,
And then Kaiser
proceeded
just
to
keeps on trolling on
yeah, yeah,
Twitter. I like it.
consistently trolling. I love it. He's a gem.
I like I like Kaiser.
Me too. I really do. But I think I'm also gonna go with his woman here, and I'm gonna go with Tiffany because I want to. I think that's what's best for business is to let her have a run.
Yeah, I'm gonna split with you now because I'm just gonna take Charlotte because she's a Flair. Flair's always win. LOL.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, similar to earlier in Mania when I couldn't go with Logan, same thing. I can't. I like Tiffany too much, and I think that she deserves a run to see what she can actually do. And to have her drop it to Flair this early would just be sad,
The fucking female Cena, Charlotte Flair.
honestly. Well, and they're both going to be going for records as well for most world championships won. So
She's already at 16. How
I
many
don't
did she win?
I don't think she's at 16 yet. I know that Rick
I think she
said,
won a lot.
yeah. I know that Rick said that if anyone was going to break his record, he wanted it to be
Holy
Charlotte.
shit! Yeah. Well, does the Divas in the NXT Women's Championships count?
I don't know. I'm
Because
not
if that
sure.
is, then she is going for the right record. She has
Maybe.
13 from the Raw and SmackDown. She has 2 from the NXT Women's Championship and 1 from the Divas. That's
She was
13.
around when the Divas Championship was a thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So she is a 16-time champion.
Well, so Flair's record can get bounced twice, maybe, potentially. Who knows?
It'd be funny if one of the record ends and another one begins.
It would be.
I'm
But anyway, no, I'm gonna take Tiffany.
taking Flair because Flair wins. LOL.
Yeah.
I'm being smart about this, Joy. You need to step your game up
I'm not being smart about anything. I'm just here. I'm having fun. I'm
for
going
the
with who I
ride.
like. Yeah, I'm just along for the ride. I'm just going with whatever my heart tells me.
What does your heart tell you about this match for the Women's World Championship with Io Sky defending against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley?
Well, it's
And it's
telling
going
me a few things, but it's
was
yours first.
your heart's gotta wait till I'm done.
I know. It's okay. It's used to waiting.
Um, Bianca,
Oh, okay. Why?
because Rhea's going on this like "woe is me" type thing.
Mhm.
I don't know. She started promo like a month ago, but she was saying
Oh
like,
yeah, I
"I
did. That was
can't,
one of the best things she's done.
I can't do this shit no more," and everything else like that. Then a week later, she comes out and be like, "I'm the baddest bitch," and it
Yeah,
was just
so
like
somebody gave
weird.
her a pep talk. It was strange.
Although I do feel for her. She lost Damien. You know, she
Mhm.
lost her Latino heat. She lost everything.
I mean, yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, she lost everything. So I think her going on a like crusade of finding herself when everything gets stripped away from you would be a really good idea. Like that's a really good character arc to go on. I don't think they're gonna do that, but they should. Like she
Yeah, I
should
think
get down and depressed and go on a huge mission to find herself.
and plus, whenever I don't go for Bianca, she fucking wins it. So
That's true. So my heart is kind of split in threes, which is unfortunate because there's only three people here. So
I mean,
I
hey,
love Io
your
Sky,
heart's
and I could
your heart's been equally split up then.
true, yeah, it is kind of like mostly evenly split in third. Um, so I like Io Sky, and I think that her being champion is really fun, and so having her continue that and having banger match after banger match would be really really good.
I don't see her beating
Um,
both Bianca and Rhea.
well, here's the thing with that though, is she's also really smart. So she could just let those two beat each other up and then come in out of nowhere with a moonsault and just steal the win, which is, fine. On the Bianca front, she is currently undefeated at WrestleMania. She's 4-0. And so I
Oh,
could
oh yeah,
see
she is.
her, Bianca Belair is 4-0 at WrestleMania. Yeah. So I could
Did
see
not know
her
that.
winning and further that streak, which I think would be another good thing for them to do.
I wonder how long until we realize that they have a streak going. They'll like play it up like the Undertaker's.
I don't know. If they actually let her continue it and she can be 5-0, then maybe they'll start to work with that. She can be, Miss WrestleMania. Um, and then Rhea, she is just so strong and so over pushed as a character that I think her getting the
Yeah,
title back just makes sense.
Rhea has just been too like in there, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's super Rhea for a reason. Like she's able to do things that no other woman can, and she's just overly shoved down people's throats. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again. But I'm gonna say no to Rhea because I would like to see her go on an arc like I talked about, where she has to find herself because nothing goes right. So
Yeah,
I think that'd be fun. Um, I also think that Bianca Belair is gonna be busy. Like I said earlier, I think she's gonna have a program with her two former besties, and I think that's gonna be
I mean
something
Jay's
that,
still her bestie,
well, sort of.
unless she like did something I didn't realize about it. And I
I
watched
don't think
SmackDown
they've
for that.
Yeah, I don't think they've done anything, but they also haven't exactly talked from what I remember. So they haven't been close because Bianca moved over to Raw to do this whole thing with the title, so she hasn't really been around Jade lately. But I think I'm gonna stick with my gut here, and I'm gonna go with Io Sky because I think that she is sneaky, and I think that she's smart, and I think she can take advantage of the match and come away with the win.
Yeah, I'm just going to go for Bianca because, like I said, if I don't go for her, she'll win, and I was felt real stupid. But
Right, yeah, exactly. I think you're smart to not, try to curse yourself.
fall for the
I
trap
should
again.
Right, I should really learn from that.
But you don't.
But I don't. I constantly curse myself and anybody that I happen to be a fan of.
Yep. Everybody who you like ends up doing something a bit horrible.
Yeah, shame really.
Tis the existence of you, I guess. Tis the horrible existence of you.
It is. It is. It is the Joy Jinx for a reason. It's even alliterated, so it knows me well.
It's perfect for you.
It is, unfortunately.
Does Joy Days ever come up in your football predictions?
Oh yes. Oh yes, it does.
Ah,
100%. I but in football, I can use it kind of to my advantage because I will jinx certain players in real time if I'm going with their team to win or to lose rather. So I only won the last season because I stole two wins from John by jinxing players that he was going to win.
I
It
still think it'd be
was it
fun
was
for me
amazing.
to come on when you're like football thing and just like fuck it up a little bit.
Well, hey, yeah, I mean, if you want to pull an owl and do predictions on the NFL when you don't know anything,
Yeah, I'd be down for it.
yeah, there is a slot open. All you gotta do is just give me your picks and a quick little reason, and you're good.
So what do you do? Is it just like read them off like a fucking draft thing or what?
Yeah, I read off everybody's picks at the end of the video after Steve and I give ours. So it's a lot of reading, a lot of work, but it's fun.
That's strange. Anyway, that'd be for another day.
Yeah.
Today we're doing wrestling. Some good old
Yeah.
fashioned fisticuffs.
And it looks like there's only one match left.
Yes, and it'll be a match that you're not gonna like.
I know.
And you're gonna be doing it
Oh no.
first.
Dang it.
And what is that match? Well, it's gonna be for the undisputed WWE Championship, where Cody Rhodes defends against heel John Cena.
My childhood.
Go ahead. Who you got?
My childhood got punched in the gut when he turned. But here's the
Hey,
thing.
hey, well, I was not picking that.
My my childhood might be hating it, but my adulthood understands and kind of is still with him in a way. I'm still part of the C Nation. Um so I fully support his turn and I understand why he did what he did. I like Cody a lot though. So this is really
But
hard for
you
me.
like Cena more though.
That's what's hard. That's what's really, really hard. And who do I want to jinx, I guess is the right question.
Yeah.
um like I Cena growing up, Cena was always my second one, right? So
Behind Randall Keith.
yeah, yeah. But then I mean, Cody wasn't bad for a while.
I mean, he
I'm
was
gonna go with
never your. But Cena was always your number two.
yeah, yeah. Cena was always my number two, and he always will be, uh, at least for as far as that goes. But him and Orton have both kind of been demoted a little bit. They're just more like the long term love. Um,
In theory, we number three.
well, no, I think Theory and Waller are fighting for number one right now, and then Orton and Cena are just like the affection that I feel for them is a lot different than what I feel for Theory and Waller right now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, all right, I think I'm gonna go with Cena on this one.
Oh, there you go, Christina.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like it because I know that his reign is gonna be not that great, but it doesn't really matter as long as he gets 17, I guess. Although I will say this, I think that another one that'd be cool is if Cody does still win and Cena realizes that he sold his soul for nothing, only to then like go on a tear afterwards, trying to make up for what he did and
I mean,
do it his way.
it's gonna be real stupid though if he turns heel for like a fucking week though.
Well, it's been longer than that. It happened shortly after it happened at the chamber, which was what, a month and a half or something
But
ago.
yeah, but
So
this be his first and only match as a heel if he does is that way. It'd be
right. It
so
would be, but
wasted.
well, kind of, but it's more like a long-term plan because like they're famous
Oh,
for long-term booking. So
I don't know how that was, but my phone just dropped. So
no, you're good. I didn't hear anything. You're fine. I don't know. I just think that having Cena have like a come to himself moment and realize that he gave up all of his morals and everything that he stood for to get the championship and it still wasn't enough. That would be actually really cool of a story to tell. And it would be kind of inspiring in a way because we've all kind of struggled with that where we give up what we stand for the sake of getting something more. And then when it doesn't work out, you feel guilty about it. You feel bad. And then you have to make amends to yourself And I think that could be what the rest of his tenure with the EA is spent doing, honestly. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
think it'd
was
be cool,
I
but I'm
was
gonna
kind
go
of
with
like
Cena
half
anyway.
listening to you. I had to like turn my mic off real fast, so I was kind of half listening to you. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry if I went quiet with me, by the way.
No, no, it's fine.
We both went solo.
We did. It's okay. I just kind of like I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was looking up and just kind of like thinking.
Yeah.
So
Reminiscing on your childhood,
yeah, kind of.
looking at the stars, just wondering what went wrong.
Sort of, but like I don't know. My brain kind of went on a whole different path while I was losing myself.
Anyway,
Anyway, that
I'm going
was
to see it
weird.
too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just think it's time.
Plus, he has a lot of dates coming up for TV appearances, so I don't think that's going to be.
Yeah,
I think that's going
exactly.
to be a spoiler that he's going to win
Yeah.
because he has
I don't
so many
think
dates coming up.
right. I don't think they would book him for nothing. So it's either they're going to run with the story of him breaking down about giving himself up for nothing, or he's going to win the title and go on a warpath from there.
Yeah,
I just hope if he does get the title that he is like the Cena of old and he will actually defend it and this isn't going to be some corporate paper champion that
Brock
never
Lesnar.
defends the title. Yeah. Yeah, because now that he went corporate, I fear that his final reign is going to be very not Cena like. And that's what's going to really kind of hurt a little bit. I want him to go out the way that he always was, not
And I wonder
corporate.
if fucking Travis Scott's going to be an appearance because he's supposed to be at WrestleMania, I think.
Probably. And if he does, I hope that Cody gets some revenge. Actually, maybe that's why Cody loses.
It's Travis
Because
Scott.
he's so, yeah, because he's going to be so focused on you busted my eardrum. Now you will pay. And then he just goes after Travis
I
Scott
must,
and
now
he
you must
gets himself
die.
distracted. Yeah, now you must die. And then, he's going to lose his focus. He's going to knock out Travis Scott, but he's going to lose his
Go back in
focus.
the
And that's
ring
what's
and
going to
get caught into an
cause
8A.
exactly, or the STF or something.
Although now that he's a heel, it'd be funny if you bring back the if you bring back the FU and the STFU.
He should, honestly. It should no longer be the AA.
I mean, it's
Now,
not PG anymore.
yeah, exactly. We've entered a whole new era. We are allowed to like swear on TV. So say the FU, say the
It
STFU.
just it
Just go
just
off.
hell, you fucking do you fucking say the Final Shuffle,
Right, which i-
which
childhood me didn't have any idea what that was.
yeah, now it's all ruined. Now it's all ruined.
Yeah, my innocence is gone and
To
my
be honest, I didn't know
adulthood took
about it either for
over.
a long time until I finally realized what it stood for, and it's like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
damn.
exactly. Once I found out what it stood for, it's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Anyway,
Cena is Cena's moves are crazy.
well, that was always why he was my number two. He was part of the learning and the awakening that happened. So he was very helpful.
And your journey into womanhood.
Yeah, exactly. He was vital. Not as vital as the number one, but still vital.
Both going Cena. So you're going
Anyway,
Cena.
yeah, yeah, we're both taking Cena.
And there is another match. Randy is supposed to be having a match too, but there's no confirmation on that yet. So we're not going to be doing it right now.
Yeah,
If we
yeah, we're
do,
not gonna like actually give any things. All I know is I think Randy's gonna put on a clinic, and maybe he'll
maybe
have to beat
he'll fight a returning Aleister Black,
or a GM who decides he wants to get back into the ring again because he's really good and talented, and they should definitely let him.
which which I think is funny. Black left AEW, and now his cronies are just like struggling now.
Yeah. Yeah, that poor House of Black or
The Hellhounds, which is such a stupid name.
well, I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I think that the Hellhounds would be a better tag team from like a whole stable of evildoers, but it's whatever. They can do whatever they want to
Yeah, they kind of turn into like Braun Breaker versus Judgment Day. They just keep barking.
do. Kind of. Yeah.
I've seen a bit of the Hellhounds, and they're all right, but they
Yeah.
kind of left
Yeah. I
some of the
mean,
older ones black left.
I agree. Yeah, he did give them certain a certain aura, a certain vibe. But I do like
Yeah,
Julia Hart if she's still with them. I do like her.
yeah.
So
Julia still is. Julia, I think, it has gotten so much better.
yeah, yeah, she's definitely improved a lot. I mean, there's a lot of talent that was coming up in AEW that's gotten a lot better with time and exposure and getting work. So
TK might not hit it out of the park all the time, but when he does, he does.
yeah, I can agree with that.
I like how the AEW are talking about WWE, but hey,
Yeah, I know. But hey,
that's
it's us.
it's on par for us.
Yep, exactly. So anyway, we finished the Cena thing. Both going with the Cena. We will come back with Randy at some point if it does
Maybe if
get
he's not like
confirmed.
an
But
hour for the show.
which, to be fair, I do think that they're gonna save it for like the SmackDown before kind of thing. So in which case, just know we'll be interested in it. I will be very interested in it. I'm gonna catch the highlights of it later. So
And then if we decide to do it, we might do stand and deliver too, but no promises on that.
yeah,
There's just
no promises.
there's so much shit I gotta do already for WrestleMania.
Exactly.
But if we want to, we can do it. If we decide, God damn bird.
We could. I was wondering about
I mean,
doing
there's still like 5 matches, so it's not a huge time investment.
right, exactly, yeah, and I was wondering about doing more podcasty type stuff on my channel too, so if you wanted to do it there, we do Mania on yours, Stand and
Yeah,
Deliver on
hey,
mine.
we could do main roster on my channel and NXT on yours.
Yeah, because NXT is something that I actually watch, so it would be fitting, and I could have something that would at
Yeah,
least go from now to the NFL season as a podcast because I don't have anything, so
yeah, and
we can think about it.
that'll put weight off me because then you can do the NXT stuff. I can do the main roster stuff.
Right, exactly.
It still weighs out because, like I said, Stand Deliver is still like half finished.
Right, yeah, so basically, if you guys made it this far into the video, thanks, and let us know if you guys wanna see Stand and Deliver or future NXT, PLEs as well.
Over on her channel,
Exactly.
and then we will come back to here for Backlash.
Yes, in St.
Yeah,
Louis.
yes, yes.
Interesting.
A hometown of a certain of a certain guy.
A certain number 1, exactly. Interesting.
I wonder if he'll be on the show.
That's the hope.
But yeah, wow, yeah, okay. Oh no, it's fine. I was about to say that is pretty close together. We got WrestleMania the 20th, then we got Backlash on May 10th.
Oh, gross. Okay, that's really close. Alright. Man, they have no time to build up anything good. Good
Oh, don't
lord.
worry. Then we got Saturday's main event on the 24th.
I don't even know if we have to do that one because that's just like a special show. It's not a PLE because like I can see
Yeah,
that on NBC. So and I'm probably gonna watch that depending on who's on it.
but even then, we got Battleground on the 25th. Jesus Christ.
Good lord. It's a good thing that I don't have this on my channel routinely because like I would be with the work that I already have to do.
Yeah,
Ugh.
we might not do Saturday's main event because that is just too much work for me.
Yeah, exactly. That is
Unless it's like a really big show.
Yeah, I mean, unless they pull like a Night of Champions on Saturday Night's Main Event or something, I don't see us needing to do that. I think it's okay.
We'll just go from Backlash to Battleground. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we'll keep it to the PLEs.
Yeah. And then maybe throw in a little Saturday event there too. And then, razzle dazzle some NXT stuff in there too.
If there's like a lull, I think that we can do that. But for now, we should just primarily focus on the PLEs. So
I mean, hey, you want more podcasty stuff.
I do, yeah. But again, like I was saying, if I was gonna do all of these as a podcast with everything else that I already do, I would never rest. I need I need my Sims time. I don't need to be doing
You need
podcasts
your
every single
you,
day.
you need your dollhouse time.
I do. It is such a reprieve from the grind. Although my Sims deciding to catch themselves on fire while trying to cook is
Yeah, that's pretty relaxing. Watching your Sims die.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to save your life. Please just let me
That's
save
how
you.
a that's how I felt a psychopath is born. Watching people burn to death.
I clicked on call the fire department 10 times in a row and they just refused to do it and just stood there. It's like Sims. So
All right,
annoying.
we're gonna get off here. See you guys on Backlash.
Yep, catch you then.